to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First play, first throw coming for Vic. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course.
And oh, right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Too rocky.
I saw that. I got it. And, you know, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves if we're going to have that kind of a reference. They've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
Vic now after the fumble recovery. Dancing to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moss. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
And Vic's throw there incomplete.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Vic. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 60, Panther 60. Check, hurt. Jam. Big gap. Watch twist. 3. 6 guys. Check 6.
And now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Panther 60. Warriors 17.
Vic readies to throw. Flushed out right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Derek Stingley will bring it out of the end zone. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
60 Maverick. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Vic's going to change the play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. That is caught by Moss for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And this one is incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Off the play fake, Daniels sliding out of the pocket. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
19 Lion. 44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Good. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They go play action. Daniels. And Walker has it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. To the air goes Daniels. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
So here's Vic following the interception. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moss. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Buffalo 18. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Vic now.
Not today.
Open man down the field. It's Bowers. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Curve 19. Curve 19. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Vic will look to throw on first down.
Not today.
And that one too wide and incomplete. When you look at this defense, they were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for KC. 49 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing, Vic. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Coming to you, coming to you. Mike 50, Mike 50.
They'll throw again. Here's Vic.
Not today. You got today.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
No. Check.
Third and goal from just outside the 10. Nifty move. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up fourth and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch the left. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey. 7 Pirates. You don't want.
Now Vic on fourth down. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. What a first quarter. Boom, you're up 3 scores just like that, and the offense clicking.
And they're thinking to themselves, we can totally overwhelm this team. Now flip it over. They're going to get the ball back.
Yeah.
Can't panic here. Talk to yourselves one play at a time to try and get back in.
And that's cliche, but really that's the message. This is still very early on in the game. We're in the first quarter.
If you look at it as down 20, then you almost have no shot.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 44, 44.
Second down, Daniels. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Vic operating on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Warrior 70.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second down, Vic again. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
18, right here. Hey, check. 3 down.
Here's Vic. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That is Josh Hines Allen working his way in for the sack.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Check smash.
Vic to throw on 4th down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy, 44 yards. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Mustang 19.
First down, Vic. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. From the gun, Vick. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So maybe some signs of life. I mean, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return an interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go street. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike's 50, Mike's go.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
On 3rd down, Vick. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Panther Street, Panther Street.
They'll try and run for it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. What a drive this is turning out to be. That is 4 4th down conversions.
So give them credit for being aggressive and going after it. But on the flip side, how do you not find a way to stop one of those attempts? That means they're not playing with confidence on that side of the ball.
Here we go, 50, 50. Mike 50. Switch up, switch up. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50. Mike 50.
A 1st down throw coming for Vick. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw, Vick. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10.
Check three, check three, check three.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Watch the out.
Go check, go check.
Whip, whip. Watch the whip. Check 13.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Riggs.
Man, they're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Vic to throw it. Short throw caught by Bowers. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now here's Vic. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
44, 44, Mike, 44. Tackles.
Hey, smash.
44 is the Mike, 44 is Mike. Check.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Let's get in there, high. 44 is the Mike.
On first down, here's Daniels to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good soft, baby. That's baby soft. 44.
Daniels looking to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
I got you, son.
Bang, bang. 60 Bison, 60.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
Daniels going to throw for it. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
70 Timberwolves.
Barkley, inside handoff. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
can't get away, and he's taken down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Here I come. Here I come. 44, 44. Mike, 44. Bound to lose one.
To throw is Daniels. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So 4th down coming. We still haven't seen a punt yet. At least here, they're in a reasonable spot to go for.
This I can understand. Some of the others, not so much.
Here we go on 4th down. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Back on 80.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Dragon 60.
A 1st down throw for Daniels. Flush to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Mike 50, Mike 50. You can't block me.
Hurt.
Block me. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Throwing now is Daniels. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And a Tommy Adebawore picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. In motion left is Wilson.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Pick me up. Here we go.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. No, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down.
It's been a long day for you. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 44's the mic.
79 Broncos.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They're going to try and throw. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
We gotta get this stop here, D. He's coming. Double up.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Brought down at the 20.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight.
50, Mike's 50.
Looking to throw. Vic. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Commanders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
44, Mike, 44. And here we go.
Now Daniels. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 13 yards there and a Washington first. And now an audible here into something else. Up the middle with Barkley. Loose inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll go to Barkley again. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Street, street.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Rip left, rip left. Here we go.
2nd down, Vic. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's got to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the run. They're running it. Go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Back now here on EA Sports. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Vic to the air again. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Hey, 50.
18 Pioneer.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Vic readies to throw.
Not today.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Play action, now it's Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Off the play fake. Daniels flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
44's the mic, 44's mic. Check, check. All day, just like that, just like that.
Daniels to the air again on 2nd down.
Hey, pick your game up.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Mike, 44. Let's go.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Now they try the right side here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
To throw on 3rd down, Vic. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
I'm scared. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Back to throw. Vic. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
A 2nd down throw for Vic. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36. That one goes for 24 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw. Vic forced out to his left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
Buying time to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
It's a play fake. Now Vic. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And he'll just get rid of it. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, 50's the mic, 50.
Now Michael Vick. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. This is 1st and 10.
18 Rattler.
44, Mike, 44.
Hey, smash.
44 is the mic, 44 is Mike. Check.
Chop 60.
To the air goes Daniels. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Thomas, 75 yards. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Vic. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Mike 50. Now watch one. Mike 50. Check.
Here's Vic. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Mike 50. Here we go. Mike.
Vic to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing, Vic. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he goes out right around the 39. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Hey, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Vic now. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now Vic on 4th down. Steps away to his left. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. They can't hang with us. Go Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the run, watch the run. Let's go Mike 50, Mike.
Come 19, come 19.
It'll be Vic once more. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Let's go defense.
Now they're going to throw it here with Vic. Forced out to his left. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final 1st down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
50's the Mike, 50's the Mike.
Here's Vic.
Here I come again.
That is intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Now the Washington offense back onto the field. They'll go for 2 here.
Check. Check hot. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
70 Rangers. Hurt.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
19 Tiger. 7 Pirates. Check.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Here we go.
Here's 1st down.
18 Rattler. Ready.
Back to it after the pick 6. Vic buying time to his left. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football game. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. Couple